Starting. Please put your hands together for the wonderful Andy Wright. So we just wait for a few people to come. You missed the announcement. Come on, let's go. Let's have lots of people tonight. Lots of people. We want people. We want people. Anybody here? Anybody here? That was a bit of a dead flop, wasn't it? Did a fantastic entrance. And there's nobody here. I'm all on my own. Why am I not in the middle? My chair's gone a bit weird. Oh. This chair is useless. Come on, people. Where are you? I don't reckon anybody's here. I'm in Google Hangouts all on my own. So, I don't know, because there's test. Oh, I am live. Oh, we got two. Why have we got two? Two. Don't know. Oh, four. Hello. Oh, right. Okay. It must be just a little delay. Oh, it's 5 more to N. Hello. Simon. What are you late? I've got to turn that off because that's annoying. I've got myself in the background on YouTube. It's very confusing. Right, let me go back into Hangout. Right, let's see who we are. So, oh yeah, London Smiles. Thank you. Video good. Sound good. 5 more to N. Shannon. Hello, Shannon. Hello from Scotland. I can't do a Scottish accent. Hello, I am from Scotland. No, a bit Irish actually. Anyway, so here we are again. Why are we here again? We were only here last night. As you, some of you lucky people. Unfortunately, the video was rubbish. I don't mean me, I mean the actual video. Kept on stopping and starting, and so it might have annoyed a few people. So today I got myself a little webcam because I wasn't sure whether it was a laptop. Could be quite anything. It could be the bit of wire I've got between my ears and my audio device. It could be literally the time of day that's gone wrong. So we've got this webcam. It's actually better than Simon's. So he's a little bit jealous because I got the 920 and he's only got the 902 or whatever it is. I don't know. But they're all good. They're all good cameras. But because I got a laptop, it had a camera. Oh, that's not very nice. Anyway, you can't say that online. I'm not sure if it's the maybe laptop's a bit slow because it is very, very. In fact, it was a brand new laptop when I bought it. I bought it to go to Thailand with, so I could make videos. But I think I actually got Turkey because it's not very fast. So you know it's not very good for anything really. You have to do a video editing all night session because that's the only way you can get a sort of a rendered copy of video. Oh, anybody else? Hello. Oh God. My audio device just over. Right. Anybody else there? Anybody else want to say hello? We've got 8 people. Well, hopefully we've got 8 people. 8 people looking at my live stream. Thanks for coming. Sorry about the other live stream. We had a bit of a cock up with that. I think I must have put the wrong time and it started the live stream without me. But the actual funny thing about that live stream is it did. It's quite good. So I have to stop apparently, so I've got to leave these still. I'm not allowed to move actual because it's got autofocus on it's. I think I've got autofocus. My camera's really good. I'm not boasting, but it's probably quite a good camera. So that's another bit of kit. My God, will it never end? I don't know. But if you saw all the kit around here, you probably have kittens as kit. Loads of kit. I feel like Harry, it's loads. I got loads of kit. I'm gonna stop singing. I'm gonna do it out into impersonations. Hello, Stanson. Hi, Simon. Good to catch you live. I normally have to catch up. Sorry about that. I did have a slight cock up earlier. Am I allowed to say that? Yeah, I am allowed to say that. The live stream that I was planning on doing, I was planning on using OBS software, but I don't really like it that much. However, because we thought, well, we will try Hangouts again. From last night was the errors with the picture and all of that. This new camera, and hopefully what we'll do tonight is we will have of the episode that we did. This is all about, if you missed last night, I was talking about my relationship with my wife, and I'm ignoring you, Shannon. What's the song tonight? The song is, I don't know. Oh, well, maybe if people want me to sing, then it might scare a few people off, but we'll see. I was talking about my relationship with my wife. So when we first met, up until April of 2015, when my wife, we managed to get a visa. We got a tourist visa for my wife to come to the UK, over here for 6 months to live with me in the UK, and then at the end of it, she went back. So that was the end of the live stream last night. So if you have missed it, then go and have a look at the live stream, because it was quite. Yeah, I think we were here for 2.5 hours last night. Mind you, I wasn't just talking about that. So, any more comments? Oh, Shannon says that was interesting last night. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, it's true as well. It's a true story. Hi, Ron. I just wanted to stop in for a second before I headed out to help a friend work on his house. I'll watch the replay later. Okay, Ron. Cheers, mate. Thanks for popping in. You'll hear it later anyway. So we're talking about part two, and see where we are with Cuba. And I think what I'll do is I've got a bit of a sore throat. So I got to stay lubricated, as they say. Stanson, it's refreshing to see folk finding love and being happy in this day and age. It restores faith in human nature. But I would actually reserve judgment until the end of the story. Yeah, see you, Ron. Okay, take care, and enjoy the replay when you. So the situation is that we are October. She is gone home. Even just the trip to the airport to take her back to the airport was an effing nightmare. Really. Oh, hello, Steve. Nice to see you. Stanson. Oh no, don't say that. Oh, you sounded like what's his name? Oh no, Mrs. Oh, comedian. Nope, catch up, Simon. Oh, yeah, right. Well, anyway, so the trip up to Heathrow there for I don't know what time it was, about 10 or 11, 12, whatever. I think it was a 12 o'clock flight. So we got up there for, I think we got up there for 9. That one, yeah. Oh no, not Kenneth Williams, the other one, the other comedian. Oh no, Mrs. Oh, get you. Shannon, have you managed to get into prison yet, you bad boy? Yeah, by the way, for those people that have come on and you didn't watch it last night, I'm going to prison very soon. Frankie Howard, that's the one. Yes. Oh no, Mrs. Oh, you are naughty. Why didn't you have Simon take you to the airport? Because I didn't know Simon then. He's only my bestie mate now. So yeah, that's about. So we arrive about, say, 9:30, 10 o'clock. So we have to. I don't know if you've been up to Heathrow, but you have to park in this stupid car park. You have no choice. There's a multi-story car park, and you know, and go into the terminal, which is the Queen's Terminal. They've made a right mess of it. I really hate Heathrow. The old one was all right, but this one is just, ooh. They, if you've never been there, it's a ginormous booking in area. All those machines in front where you're supposed to and print out the labels and stick them on, and then go and drop off the bags. And I effing well hate them because they never work, and I don't even know what the heck I'm doing with them. So I always plead insanity. I always say to the woman at the gate, I say, no, I've tried it and I couldn't do it. I need somebody to do it for me. So she normally lets me through into the queue, into the special needs queue, because I've got special needs. So yeah, I'm thinking, you know, I just think I've got special needs. I need, so you book in there, and then you drop off your bag, and then you go off to the you know, the customs and all of that. But a bit late for that, mate. I admitted it. I was insane a long time ago. The whole point about this was we were well early. We were like 2 hours early, and I was thinking, what the hell are we going to do? I can't go through with her departure lounge because I haven't got a ticket. So we hang around. We go into the there's a I think there was there, no, there wasn't there anyway. We were in there. We had a drink and that. So I'm ignoring you. I'll read that in a minute. So time for her to go, and she says to me, I don't know what to do. First time, really, well, second time on in a big airport like that. So I said to this woman who was on the gate, you help her go through, because she had no idea what to do, and you have to hand over your boarding card. It's neither of those. Okay. Stop stirring. You're stirring it. You just want me to sing or to laugh. I know. Maybe later, if you stay around long enough, you might see me do other of those. I don't know. I've got this blue bar thing right on my chin. Maybe I need to come back but then I'll have to move the microphone a bit closer, because that. There we are. It's a bit closer, so I haven't got to shout, and I can lean back. Both pretty please. Is that cheeky smile or the giggles coming on? It's no, I'm not gonna fall for it. I'm not gonna fall for it. I'll give you a little taster, shall I? Enough. Right. So the big shock was that after she went through, I went to get my car. Let me just say that whoever runs these airports they should be wearing masks and have guns, because they're cowards, highway robbers. Considering how long I was in there, volume is fine when you're sat back why don't you try turning the chair around so you don't have to look at your face? That's very rude. Oh, not going to fall for it. And Andy chuckles. I think I should put that down here, shouldn't I? There. Can I do that when I'm live? I don't know. Can I? I bet you I can. Yeah. Bear with me. Bear with. Bear with. Bear with. Bear with. Bear with. There you are. How's that? How's that then? Like that? That's good, isn't it? So, in the airport, Heathrow, rip-off people. A few comments down here. How much do you think I had to pay? Oh, no, no. Andy's the stream. No, I'm not. Yeah, you got no faith in that, then I wouldn't be very good, would I? Come on, let's have a few guesses in pounds. Give me some pounds. How much do you think I paid? I was there for probably an hour and a half. We're going to get 20 quid. Well, I reckon Simon Land of Smiles had looked it up on the Google. 10 quid. And the problem was I didn't have enough cash, so I had I put all this money in the machine, okay, and I actually thought I had £10 in change, but when I started putting the money in, I got to £9. and I couldn't get it anymore. So what to do? And on those ticket machines, they have a little button you press. You press the button, and then somebody says, "How can I help you?" My God! Oh my! I put £9.60 in the machine, and I haven't got enough. Can I pay by card? Yes, you can. Press the button, get your money back, go to the machine, put your card in, and pay by card. For that, I pressed the button, got my money back in there where you have to sort of get your fingers in. Oh God, sorry about that. My mic fell over. Get your fingers inside and then try and catch all the money as you pull it out from there. So it's £9.60. Then I had to get my card out, go to the machine next door, and then it didn't work. So I thought, oh right, okay, maybe it's my card that's not working. So I got another card out, put that one in. That one didn't work either. I thought, this is a bit weird. I'm going to be stuck in Heathrow Airport forever. So cool. So I press the button. How can I help you? Oh my, jeez. I said, I'm the one that put the cash in, and now trying to pay by card and I can't. It won't take my card. He said, card out and go to the other machine down the way. Okay, thank you for your help. So we're now on machine number 3 down there. So I put my card in, and luckily it worked. I mean, the whole thing took me about half an hour. It's a wonder they didn't charge me some more money for it. So I'm on my own again, get home, house is empty. It's totally empty, there's nobody here. What am I going to do? Can we have some violins? No, okay. Because we've gone from having somebody here full time to nobody, and it was quite quiet. So what was I going to do? Back to the routine, back to the routine, going to work, speaking on message every day. Now, if you remember last night, I was on about finances, money, and by this time, literally flat. I was concerned about having spent about £5,000 over the summer period on literally nothing at all. I mean, you could argue that the suitcase of presents was probably the where the money went that she took back to Thailand with. Remembering that you have a Thai lady, your status, it's all about status with Thai ladies. They need to have this. So first important point, that she was married to a Ferrari. That's number 1. Number 2, she's out of the country, got a visa, going to go to another country. That is a long way away. Number 3, a big plane, not one of these poxy little planes, a big A380, and she's going to go for 12 hours. So another important point. Then she's going to be able to presents which you buy in the foreign country. So loads of stuff that she had. For example, we went to Liverpool football. We went to, and she had football shirts, not for her, they were for her brother, who supports Liverpool, and her nephew, Chelsea, and I think it's her uncle who does Man U. So lots of presents, and there was things for mum, there were things for the kids. I mean, literally, I think that the 25-kilo weight, there was hardly any clothes in there, because she left them all here. She said, I'll come back and get them. Clothes that we bought, so her coat and shoes and everything else that she had. The plan was that she would come back. As you know, the original idea was for us to live together here in the UK, and the first visa was all about a quick visit. And we would plan ahead and go for the next visa. But as you'll find out probably later, that was going to be a problem. So between October and December, my income was going down rather than up. I was in a lot of pain from this back operation, which I actually found a new to go and see, and he sort of gave me a little bit of hope. He said, maybe we can do another operation. And I went, when? He said, well, maybe in the summer next year. Brilliant. Let's do that, because I really didn't want to be how I was. A glimmer of hope, seeing that would work out quite well. Because maybe if I had my operation done, then I could get another visa for my wife to come. She could come over here after me while I'm not very well, and then I wouldn't have to go through everything I went through before. I would be able to not worry about being clinically depressed. I wouldn't worry about not being able to, or self. The first time I was essentially, I could say that I was left. The carer that they provided for me just didn't turn up, and when they did come, they were late. When they did arrive late, they didn't want to do anything. They didn't want to help me. The reason was we haven't got time. We haven't got time to cook a meal. Many days I was left in my night shorts, because I wear shorts. So I was left in the wearing for most, and I didn't have a wash, couldn't go, didn't come, they didn't arrive. But I didn't want that to happen again. Why? I was thinking that I've got a wife, so let's get my wife here. And surely to God that they're going to see that as a really good reason that the husband is having an operation and requires help. You'd have thought so, wouldn't you? You know, any sane person would look at the application form and go, boom, come on, let's go. But so for me, I couldn't go in December. I had this problem of lack of money and having to pay back. I'd borrowed. So I decided that I needed to get a large sum of money. So I went to the bank and got a bank loan. It covered everything, so I didn't have to worry about anything. And I got an interest-free credit card that I could pay off over 2 years, no interest. So that's what I did. I got some money and paid it off, and I thought, well, this is really good. So now in April next year. So that's what we did. 2016. So we'd actually been apart for a good 6 months, actually talking to each other on the internet. Not the same, but you know, we were happy. We were happy to do that. It wasn't a problem. But obviously, long distance relationships are no good. They don't really work that well. It was nice to go again in April, and I went there for the time, 28 days, You know, don't bother with the visa. I just do visa on arrival. That's perfectly okay, as long as you're out by. I always leave 28 days, and then go. So I've got a day or two spare on my flight. They can do that. You don't want to get a fine barred from coming again, so don't overstay. Important. Don't overstay your visa. So the first thing that we did, rightly or wrongly, to see the agency up in Cooper. So if you remember yesterday, I told you I had a bit of a sort of a falling out, and it was entirely my fault, but it was caused by my lovely wife. Not correct, and I had it out with him, and you know, I don't think he sort of liked it much, and it didn't help. Didn't help the future. So bearing that in mind, we went up there and we said to him, "We want another visa. Can you do it?" I can. So to the agency, because every time we turned up, first of all, internet was down. Second one, immigration went down. Time, something else was wrong. I can't log in. Haven't got the login doesn't work anymore. Right? All of these problems. So, most 2 weeks into the 4 weeks before we actually got the application on the computer. He filled it all in last time. All of the supporting evidence, the marriage certificate, things like this, all the stuff that you need to get a visa, a visitor visa, mind you. Okay, we provided. Well, he already had it because it was from last time. The information on the form was practically the same. The only thing that was different was evidence. Now, what we had to do, he wrote it and we just read it and then signed it. I did a letter, and my letter was, "Dear sir, I am going to be having a back operation to correct back operation I had, and hopefully my wife, if you let it come, my wife will be coming to look after me. We're not entirely sure for how long, but abide by the visa immigration rules." So that was my letter, and then her letter was very similar. Going to the UK, etc., etc., to look after my husband. What we didn't know was when the girls, we weren't aware. Well, I wasn't aware until long after that he was actually somehow the details had got filled in incorrectly, and like even he doesn't know how it happened. But what we do know is that the immigration website, it didn't offer a visa for visiting. It only offered a visa. It didn't offer a 2-year. Because what we wanted was a 2-year entry visa, because we didn't know how long I would have to wait, or how long I would be off, so she could go home and then come back over 2 years. But all they offered on the website was 6-month visa. So that was one available. However, the paperwork all said 2-year visa. We want to be able to come and go. Bear that in mind. So there's a work problem that we didn't know about, maybe caused by the website online. A problem with the website when you select the visa, and then obviously by the time we got all that done and had a few crashes along the way, button, and we had this through. Now, unfortunately for me, I had to go home before she went, and she went with her best friend. So it's the same situation. They went to BFS Global. Go in there, hand in your application, do some photocopying if you have to, and that's it. You come out. There's no problem. And as before, I told you last time that they phone up and they question you. Last time, we were lucky that the phone call was missed call, and we didn't actually speak to anybody, and they never phoned back. Apparently, I wasn't there because I was here, but she had the phone call, immigration. And if you want to know, they actually talked to the lady in Thai, so there's no problem with that. However, what the problem I have is that they talked to the lady. It was 48 minutes. What the hell can you talk about 8 minutes? Once you've gone through the application and you've asked a couple of questions, I mean, maybe 10 minutes if you're lucky, but not 48. So why do they do that? Well, as you know from last time, BFS Global is an agency, and they are employed by the UK immigration to get rid of all of the applications that come in. And when I say get rid of, so if they have 100 applications, they want to get rid of 90%. Issue 10 visa. Sorry, that's one hand. 10 visa. So every 100 10 visas. How do I know this? Well, there is a way to find out. I did find out that it was actually quite a high percentage of failure rate. 90% of people would have failed. Now, there was something about this, the period of time that this was happening. This was obviously April 2016. And my agent, that the reason was that there was something going on with the Tories. And they're changing the law on immigration. So this is why they would have this whole thing about getting rid of 90% of the applications. Now, applications, how many of those would actually be wrong? Now, I'm actually thinking maybe. Of course, Andy means it's speculation about visa pass rates and politics. Not speculating, in fact, true that pass rate. It was. They actually have to document. They document the success rate. They have to advertise it somewhere, and the agent chappie found it. He knows where to look. And this is why I'm pretty confident that it's over 90%. If I don't think it was, I think it was more than 90% that was failing. Not something like 93. I can't do 93. I can only do 90. That's 10. So my point would be 90 applicants were failed. Why? Think about that, right? Even if you have % who have done an application incorrectly, then you're talking about out of 100, you're talking 10. So really, that 10% failure rate is probably good. And I can't, that's the bit I can't tell you which is truthful, because I don't know. I'm guessing. It might be more than that. It might be more than that. Apply, and they haven't got enough money, they haven't got the right evidence. They are, in fact, I know a lady, a Thai lady, with a Farang husband. She has applied 5 years running, and she's been refused every time. So the Farang has now in Thailand, and she said, "Up yours, UK. I don't want to come to the UK anymore. My husband can come. We've got a house. Up yours, UK." So, I don't blame her, because trying for 5 years to get a visitor visa, right? Just to come and visit. It's not to live here. I mean, I don't fathom that. They do not want, unless they have lots of money, such as the Chinese. They're allowed here. Look on the website, and you'll see if you are Chinese, you have a fast track. And that's a fact. You can look that up. I'm not making that up. So, but the other thing you need to remember about all of these 90% failures paid the UK government £90 or thereabouts, between £90 and £100. So if we take it as £90, taken 90 which they've got rid of. They're keeping the money for 90 applicants. They don't give the money back. So for me, it cost me 100 quid. You have to pay in dollars or into pounds. And it's just like, why? I'm paying with a UK credit card. UK government organisation. And they're charging me, a UK citizen, in dollars. Sorry, I just find it ludicrous. So every time you apply visa for a visitor visa, 100 quid. If you don't get your money back. My wife was quizzed for 48 minutes, and the evidence that we provided and all occasion was basically the same as the first application. And as you know, she came to the UK perfectly legally. What was, you've applied for a 2-year visa in your evidence, yet the application form says 6 months. Okay. Site was knackered. It didn't work. Can you prove that? No. You have specified in your application that you are in the UK when you haven't said when wedding is. I'll leave that one with you, all right? Considering the fact that the form, if you look at the application form, it says marital status, married. Further down, spouse, me, my name. Down, I am his wife. I am going to be going into the UK to support him, my husband. Okay, so you get the idea. They're picking up on complete made up reasons. That they got right, and I'll come on to that in a minute, but what you have put on your form that you are working for this we've tried to contact them, get hold of them. They don't exist. Why is that? And this is where was now, for whatever reason it was, whether she was, in a conversation, she just let it come out. I think it was deliberate. It wasn't. She said, "I'm not working there anymore." Oh, why is that? I'm not working there anymore. It's like, well, what can you say? So, are you unemployed? Do you have a job? Employed. Thumbs down. Forgetting all of the made up reasons, that was a reason enough for them to chuck that one out. And now she could have I don't know. I wasn't there. I haven't heard. I haven't heard this I said recorded. So in theory, I could get, probably not now, but I could have got the recording and translated. But whatever way it was, she would have been coerced last night. They asked questions like, which side of the bed do you sleep? What is the name of your husband's mum and dad? Why would she know that? How would she know that? Their argument is they're trying to find out if you're a genuine. Now, there was no mention of my surgery. There was no mention of me at all. But they basically had the reasons why. They had all of those in the refusal. But the primary one was that she said contradicted application form that said she was working. And technically, she could have said, I'm not working there anymore because this. And they would say, well, why is that? And you would say, well, I put the application in for the visa, which is like maybe 10 days. And I went to work and he told me that to go home. So there was ways around it where you could, the knowledge. Remember the Thai people, remember we were talking about this, they can sort of say things and they can be like not quite true. And with the way the VFS Global work, they have strict orders, UK government, the immigration, to get rid of all these applications. Doesn't matter how they do it, they don't want to know. They're not interested in what they do. Get paid. And unfortunately, a lot of things happened that was out of my control. And I think that because they are naive as well, that she would not have they were doing, which is another argument I have with the agent, because I looked into a visa agency somewhere else. In fact, anybody who wants a visitor visa for their girlfriend or wife, wag, contact me. I'll tell you where it is, because they actually coach. They coach the ladies. They do it for you. They help you with it. And if you don't get the visa, you get your fee back. Not the government fee, because you still have to pay that, but the fee that they charge for doing it. You get that money back. I don't know how much it is, but it's like maybe 15,000 baht, something like that. But you'll get that back. You still pay the 100 quid though, because the government won't give it back. So having this, oh, that's horrible. I can't have that. Oh, I put the bandwidth down. It's too far. Put it back up. No, I don't want to go down anymore, Simon, because that was really awful. That was really. So, if are we having trouble with the stream and dropping? Could be the internet. I don't know, say Virgin cable. It's pretty rubbish. And yes, I can say that because it's true. Pay 100 meg, I expect to get 100 meg. I think it was great your face was blurred. I'm gonna sulk now. Blurred face, that's fine. I'll give you my blurred face. There. How about that? It looks like a crime watch video. Have you seen this man? Now I'm going to put it back up. It's awful. That's awful. Right. So I got the call. I got the email. The agent said, "I'm sorry to say that your application has been refused." I mean, was livid, absolutely livid. Basically, was down the pan with having to cancel my operation, cancel any future operation, because there was no way I was going to do that without being on my own. He told me there's nothing you can do. There is absolutely nothing. I said, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. You remember I told you we've got two couples here living down the road. One of the couples had a refusal. I do believe it is helping, not so much coaching and getting up to speed for the interview. Did you think to take your case to the MP? Well, this is the next part of the story. Yes, I think it's for the lady. Because they're so naive, the devious motives they have to undergo, and also they're talking for 48 minutes. Like I say, what can you talk about for that long? It's designed to mind where you're just talking, and they will just record it. Basically, as soon as you say something wrong, that's it, you're dead. I mean, you may as well just give up because they've got the evidence that they need. And this is exactly what happened. Now, with the agency, the other one in Pattaya, they actually coach them in what to say. And if they hear a question, like they go, oh, yeah. And they have set ways to get around it. The problem of her not having a job, even though the application form said that she did have a job, and technically she did have a job. This noodle bar, which I haven't told you about yet, but I'll tell you some other time. But the noodle bar was her business, so she could have said on the phone, "I'm not working there because I've got my own business." She could have said that, but you don't realize when you're talking to somebody, you don't realize what it is not to say the wrong thing. Yeah, so all in all, we had this bad news, and I said to him, I'm not happy with it. My friend from Measure had exactly the same visa problem, visitor visa. He got the judge, and the judge said, overruled. bring your wife here. No problem. Now, a great point of telling me all about this, and I remembered it. I thought, yeah, okay. So June and July, this whole shebang of Google searches, contacting everybody you can think of. And I wrote letters to the MP, to the immigration department. The live stream is awful. Sound and film is hopping. I'm really sorry about that, Steve. We're using a Hangouts tonight, but we're going to go back to OBS because this is the same problem that we had last night. So it's obviously something to do with last night. Now we're on my main computer, and we got the same problem. So we're going to try OBS next time. So bear with us for now. Sorry about the problems. I will be wrapping it up very soon because I'm only going to do a very short one tonight. We're going to go up to the point of writing to the MP, immigration, whatever, you know, everybody, wrote to everybody. And I said about the refusal. At the very bottom of the letter, it says you have no right to appeal. Think of this for a minute, okay? If you imagine the situation of questioned you, and then I've made up some reasons, and I've told you that you cannot argue with me. I've made these reasons. They might not be true, but you can't do anything about it. And this is what's happened, is that they right of appeal. You cannot argue against those refusal. So I write to everybody, bothers to respond. They take 3 or 4 months to respond. The MP says, nothing to do with me, go to immigration. Immigration say, tough shit, you can't do anything about it, go away. So I finally find out that I need to go to the first tier, as an independent, I say independent looking at so immigration rules, and it's a court, it's a judge and a court. So I think, well, hey, we've got this. I say, I've got this problem. Can you help me? Yes, I can. We'll send you a form to fill in. So I fill in this 20-page form for a review. It's going to cost me, I think it's going to cost me £140. And in my opinion, well worth the money, because I'm really so annoyed now so far. I see the application and then I wait. And I get a letter back saying, we have reviewed this and you cannot go to court. Excuse me? I thought the point was that I was applying to go to a judge, not for you to tell me that I can't go to a judge. So they'd thrown it out even before it gone to the judge. That is basically where I'm going to end it for today, because there's more to come. But it's horrendous. Now, told me, well, just apply again. Just do another application. Yeah, that is fair enough, all right? £100. Yeah, right. We're making a new application. £1. There's only one problem with that. On the very bottom of the refusal is a line saying, please feel free to apply again, but we are likely to refuse the application. There are significant changes to the refusal points. So what we're talking about is that if she got a job, that will be one of them. The problem is the other two were made up. So how can we ever change those? We can't change the fact that she's already married and we provided the marriage certificate. Why is she coming to the UK to get married? Why does she need to have a wedding in the UK? Why is that? Why is that? I think I was being Nikki then from Big Brother. Who is she? Who is she? So, to me, why don't you just apply? Forget that and just apply again. The point is, we will be chucking money at the government again, and they will just refuse the application again. Think about that woman I told you about just now. 5 years running. Why? Well, I don't know why exactly, but you know, the agent told me that there is a likelihood that they are worried that she will stay here based on other people that have done it. So they've got their visitor visa for the second time, and then they don't go home. Stanson, Andy, you have a legal rightly life, and it is on the statute books. Yes, indeed. Now, I don't want to talk about it at the moment, but there is a follow-on thing to all of this, which involves that, and it's of the European Convention on Human Rights. So while we're still in the EU, we still have the Human Rights Act, and it's Article 8. And yeah, basically CJ, I don't know what that means, but European Convention on J. Now, before I go, I will tell you about that, because there is on the refusal, sorry, not on the refusal, on the letter that I got from the court when they decided to not even put it in front of a judge, so they refused to go to court. Basically, they put in a letter there that there was as a case law example of a refusal, only one, and it was overturned. Now, example gave in the letter, the example was for a Thai lady who was coming to the UK for her husband's funeral. So if you look at that, I have to die before they will reconsider the visa refusal, because then she'll be coming here for my funeral. And that is the only way on that. Hello, San Diego. How are you, mate? Welcome. I don't know how much you've heard so far, but we are at the point of where my throat is now dead. Nice chunk of the story we've got from sort of April 2015 all the way through to the summer of 2016. And all of the summer I'm writing letters, I'm contacting people, I'm filling in forms, and I'm just banging my head against brick walls. And people were telling me, hiya Barry, people were telling me, I can't believe that you can't get your wife here. That's outrageous. Why don't you contact your MP? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Late, I've done it already. It's a waste of time. So there is nothing. There is nothing we can do. You have to wait for part 3, because I'm not going to go any further than that, because I think it's a nice rounding off. There's a little bit of a cliffhanger there. Oh, thank you, Sandy. Camera. I've got a new one. Hey, my camera is better than Simon, Land of Smiles. I've got a camera 920 and Simon's only got 902. The work, looking forward to the rest of your story. Thank you for dropping in, Stanson. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it wasn't too bad. Look forward to part 3. Leanne, if you just sit there and stop talking, the stream will be okay. Simon? It's better than last night. Yes, it is, Barry. It's got a really nice picture as well. Got to get the internet right. My throat's really bad now, and of course I've been teaching all day as well, so it's not really helped very much. Because we had when is part 3, Russell? Well, we're on it'll probably be Saturday, because we're on Thursday at the moment. So I'm gonna have a night off tomorrow because of my throat. So part 3 will be Saturday. So you can put a thing in your diary. Hopefully we'll get part 3. And I will warn you, there is possibly some sad outcome at the end. Although nothing too bad, because we're still together. It's just, it's just ridiculous. So I spoil it too much. We'll wait for part 3. Is there any questions or anything that you want to ask while we're here? Open to questions and things. Oh, anybody looking at? You remember we said about the oil, the hemp oil. Steve Angus has bought some spray, and he swears by it. So it's not just me saying how good it is. It's actually 2 people now. San Diego, what time do you think you will start? It will be 1800 time, whatever time that is in your part of the world. Hopefully we will go on OBS, so hopefully we'll get some with the internet and that. Hopefully it'll be all right. The only reason why I like Hangouts is that you can have people come on. You can put a link on there and people can join you online. But apparently you can do it with OBS either. Steve, the spray is fantastic. So, and it was about, I think it was about 30 quid. Is that right? About 30. And it helps with pain if you have any pain anywhere. But it tastes rank. Yeah, well, the one I had was peppermint. So I'm sure you could put some flavoring in the water, surely. Because it's only water, it's only diluted, like with a spray. Yeah, £30. Is it CBD oil? Yes, it is. Have I not shown you my my thing? I'll see if I can reach it. I can't do it without. Sorry, Simon, I'm moving around. We've got autofocus problems. He's probably gone to sleep, actually. He's probably bored out of it then. Love hemp. So I can't keep it still. So that was the one I bought, was drops. So you have a dropper, but unfortunately it didn't last very long because I was probably putting too much. Well, I say it only lasted 4 days. It actually lasted, the liquid lasted 4 days, but the effects of it will lasted the whole week as well. It lasted, the liquid lasted. Hello, Simon. But nice to see you on there.
Sorry, I had feedback and stuff. I thought I'd just come on and just check if the Hangouts would accept, if it could make the stream any better, if someone with a better computer and a better internet, etc., etc., save it.
Excuse me, Simon. Excuse me. Right, mate. Excuse me. Excuse me. My computer, right, listen to this, is a 32 gig Ryzen, AMD Ryzen, 8 core with a water-cooled system and 8 fans. Well, that was nice. It's only 4 fans, and really fast. It's a really, really fast computer. Steve Angus got to make me 100 ml bottle. Milligrams. Yeah. Simon, do you use a razor blade on your head? No, he's just bald. That's what you get when you're married to a Thai, isn't it? That's why I've got no hair. I'm going grey as well. Look at the grey on there. That's just that's 2 years. Do you think what Simon, right? This is from 2 years. Simon is 13 years, right? So he's bound to be bald now. Isn't that right?
I've actually got hair underneath, Andy. It's just I had that helicopter landing pad appear on the back of my head, and it looked daft. So I
yeah, one of those ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, Russell. I think it probably is a Virgin internet. They're rubbish.
My Virgin internet
with
is brilliant.
Well, I don't know why then, because what can I do about it?
We'll try OBS at the weekend, and let's just see if that solves it.
Because I'm on 100 meg. 100 meg, same as you, isn't it?
Yeah, I've downgraded mine to 100, and it's fine. We'll try the OBS. I think it's your slow computer now.
What, yours? Computer? It's not my slow computer. I've got a fast computer. I've got an AMD Ryzen. Have you not heard of those?
Your computer's absolutely brilliant, Andy. It's really fast compared to an Amstrad 2086.
Cheeky. I used to use a 1512 Amstrad with a floppy disk drive. That was the first computer that I programmed. My first job. Yes, you shave. Is that the answer? Yeah, okay.
Let me try that.
So, you got anything to say?
Let me try that, Andy, with my voice only without video. See if it comes across quicker on the stream.
Oh. Oh, your wife's not walking around naked then, is she?
No, she's at work as usual.
I wish mine would go to work. Oh, sorry. Did I say that out loud? I didn't. You shouldn't finger the ears, okay? Yeah.
So your next.
So any more questions?
Yeah? Your next stream is Saturday, yeah?
Sorry? Yes, I'm doing Saturday.
Okay. All right.
Part 3. Yeah.
I'll drop off
Put
here.
it in your diary.
Hi to everyone, and
yeah, I'm gonna. All right.
No, I was just saying goodbye to everyone.
Right. So you say goodbye to me, and I'll do goodbye after you, and then I can stop press the little red button. So over to you.
Hi, Russell. Goodbye to everyone, and I'll see you soon.
Oh well, that's it.
Can I just say, shirts
Yeah,
of
thank you.
Competition coming up on Simon's streams whenever the next stream is.
Yeah, you got some free ones to give away for competitions. You can always look at Andy Wright travel.co.uk, and there's a Facebook page, Andy Wright Travel, and there is a Patreon. There is a Andy Wright online. What else is there? There's a website that I designed. What's it called? www.landofsmilesthailand.com. I designed that. No comment, Simon. No comment. Oh, look, shirts.
What's this?
You got shirts.
Come to them. No to them. They'll be yours soon.
You're not supposed to hug them.
There's too many to handle. There's like 50 there.
What does your missus say about those?
Well, she's allowed to have one. Charles Wilson gave her permission.
Oh dear.
Right.
Right.
See you soon.
Right. So we are all done. We are all done. So thank you, everybody, for coming. We'll see you for part 3 on Saturday, 1800. And I really appreciate your support in any way that you can. So I'll see you soon. Bye for now. 3, 2,